Nơi anh đến là biển xa, nơi anh tới ngoài đảo xa. Từng mảnh đất quê ta giữa đại dương mang tình thương quê nhà. Đây Trường Sa, kia Hoang Sa, ngàn bão tố phong ba, ta vượt qua. Lướt sóng con tàu mang tín hiệu trong đất liền. Mắt em nhìn theo con tàu đi xa mai, giữa nơi biển khơi đang nở rộ ngàn bông hoa san hô. Cánh hoa đỏ thắm bao hy vọng anh gửi về rằng em ơi, ánh mắt em yêu như biển xanh, như trời xanh trong nắng mới. Nhớ cả dáng hình em mùa gặt nặng đôi vai, sóng dù mối tình đời thủy thủ càng thêm vui. Đây con tàu xa khơi, đây con tàu xa khơi.
Let's have a look on the Vietnamese map. The Eastern Sea appears as a beautiful sea with enormous economic values such as great amount of seafood, petroleum and many else. It also the pride of Vietnamese people. Sometimes I wonder how many people know that in the vast Eastern Sea there is a strange suburb building among the boundaries of the sun and the sea? Do you know DK1 is the code of the Vietnamese naval unit responsible for protecting the sovereignty of our territorial waters? Please do not mistake this building with the oil rigs. They are called home stations where our naval troops stay. When the information about the DK1 could go public in our country, it would make a great emotion in millions of hearts. With ordinary people, 20 years is a long period of time that one can do so many things. 20 years to learn and strive for a career, 20 years to fall in love and build families, and many more. But with the soldiers of DK1, more than 20 years of life is a period of time dedicated for the divine protection of our country's continental self. It is time to live for fighting, to be ready to lay down for our motherland. Their sacrifice, sometimes we cannot count in words. That is the heroic tradition of Vietnam. We can live far from the most beloved person when in need for our country. Though the life is so hard, but the soldiers always complete tasks with their best. They still, as usual, always hold the gun to protect the airspace, the sacred waters of the country. They have been there for more than 20 rainy and stormy seasons. It seems that in a long time, we've forgotten about Paracel and Spratly. Paracel belongs to Vietnam. Spratly belongs to Vietnam. It is history and it is a truth, and the truth can't be denied. This is not just empty words, because people have discovered hundreds of bibliography ordained on the island, and scholars have written hundreds of articles against the wrong point of view about the Eastern Sea issue. Information about the U-shaped line, the ambition to invade the Eastern Sea of China, led the world to the outrage. Overseas Vietnamese Americans show the efforts to make a gallery of 150 old maps and 3 old Chinese atlas, showing that the Paracel and Spratly archipelagos in the Eastern Sea belongs to Vietnam. They have never been under the sovereignty of China as is claimed. Not only Vietnam, but also other governments around the world, including Philippines, India, and even the United States, sharply opposed this action. So, we're proud to insist on our consistent sovereignty over the Paracel and the Spratly. And of course, we do not allow those who rudely reshape map to change the sovereignty of Vietnam. Another thing I want to share is the feeling of stepping on the Spratly, seeing the Vietnamese flag flying. The heart starts to choke with that pride. Motherland will still be there as ever before. During a talk with soldiers on duty in Spratly, they shared the utmost sincerity. Our ancestors had come here, explored, announced our sovereignty, and fell down for this land. And our generation today is not allowed to forget it. Today, tomorrow, and forever after, we must remind the eternal sacred Paracel and Spratly, the sibling ship of Vietnam in the Eastern Sea. That's why there were teachers volunteer working in Spratly. The letters on the island is not just word, it is the existence of Vietnamese people on the Vietnamese land, though it is 1,000 miles far away on the sea. That's why there were monks going to Iceland. Since then, the temple bells have all those who live on the island to feel undisturbed, marking the life on the eastern front of the country. That's why, next to rice, pigs, freedom and art items, the apricot blossom also appear on the boat to people in Spratly. Apricot blossom and chin cake on the island are not only flowers and cake, but also remind to the spirit of the country. Here you may be the delegate of the government, business people, organizers, reporters or politicians, workers, students or farmers. But really, you are mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles. And all of you are some of the 90 million Vietnamese child. In the traditional New Year, any one of us who warmly welcome contact with family or children live far away from home but always keep their heart forwards to Vietnam. Please do not forget those who sacrifice themselves for the island with responsibility for national sovereignty.
The Paracel and Spratly belong to Vietnam and will always be. However, the life of the soldiers on the island is still hard. I'm sure you also know a project named The Storm to Spratly, a program showing our undying will and determination to firmly defend the sacred sovereignty of the country. Please click like to support me to win this contest and get the reward for our beloved Paracel and Spratly. Thank you.